Yesterday, Dodge unveiled its new electric muscle car concept that could replace the Challenger and Charger. The battery-powered Charger Daytona SRT. Dodge says the two-door coupe will be in showrooms in 2024. Joining us now, Lauren Fix, known as the car coach and a nationally recognized automotive expert, columnist, and former race car driver. Thank you so much for coming on the show. So is this the end of the era for muscle cars? Or is this industry just transforming with the rise in more eco-friendly vehicles?
Well, I think manufacturers don't have a choice whether they want to switch to EVs or not. This is what the government is mandating. They're putting pressure on manufacturers, and if they don't comply, they're going to be fined billions of dollars. So I guess they're going to have to come up with something. And so they're going to retire the Challenger and the Charger as we know it today. And I will tell you this. Everybody's asking me, can I get one? Can I get one? I'm even considering buying one just to store it because I collect muscle cars. And this is something that the true muscle car enthusiasts don't want to get rid of. And a perfect example is happening right now is Pebble Beach. The Concours is on Sunday. The auctions are tonight. I've been monitoring the auctions we've had so far. Muscle cars are still very strong. Huge demand for them. So although these may be on the road and they'll be very cool with different trim levels and different models, and they're going to keep that Charger name with a two-door application, it's not going to look exactly like what we see today. But we're going to see a lot more power. We're going to have a 400-volt architecture standard, 800-volt called the Banshee platform, which is going to be big performance. But with electric cars, it doesn't typically have that sound. It's just a noise. So they're going to be applying sound. You're going to feel shifts and new turbine wheels, and they're going to make it look really cool. I expect when we're talking about Stellantis, which is the full lineup for the Chrysler Dodge line, we're going to see some cool vehicles, but they're not getting rid of the Durango Hellcat, which is a gas-powered vehicle.
So let's just stick on the, for people that aren't familiar with the vehicle industry here, let's stick on the Dodge Charger for a second. I guess the idea behind the muscle car is that the engine is loud, it makes noise. Is the electric version of this going to have, is it going to be comparable at all?
It's going to be more manufactured. Obviously, it's hard even unless you put some sort of speakers out the back. I mean, but the electric version is going to give you that sense inside the vehicle. So for those that want the muscle car, still want electric vehicle, this is an option. And Stellantis hasn't really had a full lineup of electric vehicles. They've had some along the ways, including like the Fiat 500e. This is a big departure for them to basically store their muscle cars, get them off the roads and that are gas powered and move to electric. So they did need some changes. I mean, look at the Challenger and the Charger. They're kind of dated. So I'm excited to see and drive and test review some of these vehicles because I think that's a big factor. What is the feel for the consumer? That will make them buy or not.
And ultimately, what about the price tag? Do we have any idea on how much it's going to cost?
They have not released that yet, but I will promise you it'll be more expensive than the current cars because the problem with electric vehicles is there's no profit margin. And you just saw with this new act that came through supposed to reduce inflation, that Ford and GM already raised their prices to offset that $7,500 tax credit. So let's hope that it's not priced out of range. There will be people that are probably already lining up at dealers today saying, I want one of those Banshees, gotta have it, because that'll be a future collectible no matter what.
Even without the internal combustion engine, cars made by Tesla, the Model S, for instance, can go 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. Plenty of zip there. So as we transition to more and more electric vehicles on the market, are they going to be able to compete as far as that rush to get the speeds up really high, the acceleration that gas guzzlers have been able to do so well?
Yeah. Well, remember, muscle cars are about performance, so it's always been a competition with Ford, GM, and Chrysler at the time. Now you've got Tesla and every other brand from BMW to Hyundai getting involved in performance, giving you that performance muscle car feel. So I think that you're going to get that same feeling. And I think there will be a big competition. But remember, at some point, 0 to 60 at 2.9 seconds is pretty much neck-breaking for the average person when you're used to driving whatever it is that you drive. So I think that there's going to be a demand for this. But remember, you can't do those 0 to 60 launches multiple times because at some point you're going to run out of juice just like you'd run out of gas.
Very true. Lauren Fix, automotive expert. We appreciate you coming on the show.